Good morning, friends, family, and everybody else on the internet. Here we are again, back at it once more, on our way to Vancouver. Got Stevie sniffing rocks, Sam taking pictures of rocks, and Adam just admiring rocks. So we've got quite a drive ahead of us, so we're not in a rush at all. Got this beautiful water. We just crossed the Great Divide, and I guess it's technically the divide between British Columbia and Alberta. One half goes to the Pacific, the other half goes towards the Atlantic. Now that's pretty sweet. So, might not mean much to you, but this water right now is going to this Pacific. I can't say it.
Pacific Ocean.
Whatever, let's go. Here we are making fire number 2 of our stay here in Donald. That's right, we are in Donald, BC, British Columbia. We had a fire down here, but little did we know the river was gonna rise. So last night was really fun. We did sit beside the water.
Got in the water?
Definitely got in the water right here, which was super nice. Learn from your mistakes, I guess. So we are gonna have our nice little breakfast up here on this ridge. Some food, make some food, make some food, make some food.
Ooh.
Brought to you by tea. Got some sure cast iron pan.
Well, we finished making our breakfast. We're just having a nice little sit down by the water. What do you think, Adam?
Really good, actually. Kind of surprising.
Kind of surprising.
All right, well, I thought we would take this time to kind of explain a little bit of this wolf sanctuary that we visited yesterday. Now, we didn't vlog it, but it was a really great experience. It was about $25 for us both to visit. Spent about an hour there, and we learned quite a bit about wolves in both BC and Alberta.
We had 7 wolves there. The oldest one was 8 years old. It said that in the wild, wolves usually live to like 5 years old. So we learned a lot there about kind of the species and how they live their lives, how they hunt, how they live in pack. And we learned about Yellowstone National Park, which was really interesting. We talked about how back in the early 1900s, I think, when Yellowstone first became a national park, they realized that one of their biggest resources was the caribou for their meat and their hides. So they wanted to maximize the population of the caribou. They decided that they would kill off the wolf population in Yellowstone. So I think they said over the course of like 30 years.
65, I think.
Oh wow. Anyway, they killed like a massive population of wolves. And since a wolf is like a keystone species at the top of the arch in an ecosystem, when you remove that keystone, the whole arch just falls apart. And then of course the caribou population started dying as well because the food that they were used to eating was no longer present. So what Yellowstone had to do was actually call Canada and say, hey, we need some wolves. So Canada sent them to Yellowstone, and she said, what humans destroyed in 65 years, the wolves restored in 8 years.
She was saying that it's still going on to this day because wolves are only protected in national parks. Where there's a border between a national park and crown land, let's say, trappers have put all these traps up for their hides, and we're starting to see a little bit of a dwindling of that wolf pack, the effects of the ecosystem where vegetation just isn't the same. And some of the smaller species that you wouldn't really think are affected by wolves are starting to also disappear. So they're throwing off this balance where you're taking away the predators thinking that they're gonna help the ecosystem, but at the end of the day, it's actually hurting the ecosystem. So
it's all about balance.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. I would highly suggest Northern Lights Wolf Sanctuary. It's in Golden, BC. Totally worth it. It's really informative. We didn't really vlog it again, but we got a couple pictures that we might showcase. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening. Babe, what's this place called?
Giant Cedar Boardwalk. Look at the size of these trees.
guys, here we go. So welcome to the Revelstoke Rail Museum. Sam and I have said that we are not going to allow much to hold us back, so we really wanted to get a little bit of history from the Revelstoke Railway Museum. So let's get started. All right, so I got a little history lesson for you. So this locomotive here is one of the last steam locomotives that was manufactured in 1948. In the 1950s, so says the tour guide, this train actually was set to die in a rail yard in Montreal. But the cool thing about this story is that a single man actually rode this solo locomotive cross country from Montreal all the way to BC by itself. Took him about a week. Yo, so you guys need to check this out. These three old boys that all they do is just communicate and drive these trains. They're just conductors. Check this. This is pretty dope. Talk about a retirement job, hey? Just shooting the shit with some boys and just riding little trains. That is amazing. Just a big ass plow.
We just finished up at the Railway Museum in Revelstoke, and we thought it was really cool. We got to test drive or simulate drive a diesel engine. We got to walk through a lounge car from like the early 1900s. We saw some guys up there that have a model railway, and there's three of them just kind of driving the trains around and taking care of that whole situation. So that was really cool to watch. We learned a lot of information, so definitely recommend it if you're ever passing through Revelstoke and you're looking to burn an hour or so.
All right, check this out. I wasn't gonna vlog this, but it's just so pretty. We've got the sandwiches on point. Stevie's on leash. Oh, so this is Revelstoke. I've been to Revelstoke a few times, but look at this. The current's nice and quick. I kind of want to dip in right there to kind of clean myself up because I need it. It's been like 2 days. Hair's getting greasy. Gotta climb down sketchy hills like this one. So, luckily enough for us, back in the day when I used to go backcountry camping with some buddies in Banff, we were pretty adamant right away to get some biodegradable soaps. It's basically like body wash for men because we just use them for everything. So I have picked up this lovely Sea to Summit Wilderness Wash Super Concentrate. Not gonna use much, but I need to wash my hair. Over the years, I have been told and found out that the best way to get into cold water, jump in really quick. And it's harder to get into cold water slow. So, I don't know. I just like going in slow. Yeah, I just need to wash my hair. Get some of my wilderness wash. Now, I was told I'm not supposed to swim in this river because it's a fast current. So, I'm not swimming today. Ooh. You ever want to hear me scream like a little girl? You should probably just swim up underneath me and just come and touch me. I'd probably lose my mind. Wow. How did we end up here? That is a great question. We're trying to find some spots a little bit north of this. Couldn't find anything, so we went a little bit more south. Then we went a little bit more south and a little bit more south until we came here, and this was it. This is just where we wanted to be. Absolutely beautiful here.
It's honestly just so gorgeous. It reminds me of like a southern European town. It's so nice. Those big hills over there. It's got like a really humid, sort of heavy, warm feeling in the air. It's just beautiful here.
Hey guys, well, here we are, morning, Vernon, BC. Thanks for watching so far. Hopefully you had a little bit of enjoyment and got a couple cracks out of it. Sam and I are about to take our shower in this beautiful lake. This is episode 1 of 3. Not really sure what else to say. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I've got for you. Sam?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Off to the next one. Oh, wow.